Hey, hi. Thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Believe it or not, it is 2017. It's Memorial Day weekend. Today is the 26th of May. And again, time rolling on very, very quickly. It's amazing. But this summer, I'm going to try to do a little series again. I've done it before, but newer people are out, and they're still snagging new people in on kind of Scientology Front groups and introductory things they do to snag people in. And I'll tell you why. But this is like part one of it. And the first one is actually going to be, well, first of all, I just wanted to thank all of you that have been part of my YouTube site, because I can't tell you how much it has meant to me. I meet people all the time who happen to have seen my videos, and all of you are part of that. So no one would know me without you guys subscribing. So if you're new to this, please subscribe, because the more people that subscribe, the more people learn about Scientology. And someone asked me to bring on Mr. Anonymous. Here he is, alive and well. Hello, Mr. Anonymous. Look at how cute he is. Norwegian, of course, because Andreas Helderlin helped me wake up from the Church of Scientology and escape out. And thank you, Andreas, for that forever. And Mr. Anonymous is a little buddy of mine that occasionally makes an appearance on my YouTube site. Anyway, I want to thank all of you who've been part of my YouTube site, because I know I haven't done a lot for a while, but I'm going to do a series on front groups, and I hope you enjoy it, because I keep meeting people that have different things to say about it, so I thought I'm going to make a new series on it. So the first example of it is not necessarily a front group, but it is one of their introductory things they snag people on. It's called the Purification Rundown, and I will tell you a little bit about it. A couple weeks ago, my friend and I, Spanky Taylor, and I went to a movie, and in the restroom, I was talking to these ladies about it, because we didn't really like the movie, and it was about affairs, and I said, yeah, I never have been into affairs, and my husband, I was in a cult, because I was married for 26 years. They said, well, what happened? And I said, well, I was in a cult, and I escaped out, and he stayed in. And this one lady with a black eye and 5 stitches over her eye said, a cult? What cult? And I said, Scientology. Have you ever heard of it? And she goes, I'm in it. I'm a Scientologist. And I said, really? What are you doing? And she said, I'm on the Purification Rundown. She looked a little freaked out herself. She said, honestly, I just walked into a wall. That's why I have these stitches. And I said, I can't tell you enough. Get out of there. It's like they are so good at pitching how things will help you and fix you and this and that. The Purif will, clean you of all toxins in your body. Now, if you want to clean yourself of your toxins fast, go on a juice fast, start eating better, walk, exercise, things that every doctor will tell you to do. But you don't need to do the Purification Rundown. You don't. It's a lot of money. And look what happened to her. One of my other friends went blind on the Purif. I nearly died on the Purification Rundown. They are very bad at that kind of thing. And you can type in Scientology plus Purification Rundown disasters and, look around and find out other people who've done the Purification Rundown and not so good. They try to rope people in with that kind of thing. And I cannot say it enough. Do not get snagged into this organization. Do your own research. Look at both sides. I say it all the time. We who were in it for years and years and years and have left or escaped out like me, chased across the country. The Tampa police got me out of the Tampa airport in 2000, right? And then they started picking on me. I didn't really think they did all this stuff, this fair game stuff, where Hubbard said you can lie, cheat, steal, destroy someone utterly. People in, as myself, when I was in, believe that's been canceled. And that's not true. But it hasn't been canceled. The name saying fair game was canceled. At the bottom it says this only applies to suppressive people. Well, they only use fair game on what they call suppressive people, like myself. Oh, I know. You guys haven't seen my SP Declare in a while. There you go. Pete Griffith. He told me, he said they have a drinking game. They can take a shot of whatever if I show my SP declare. But honestly, they do declare people suppressive. They put it in writing like that. They slime you. Anyone who's connected to you has to disconnect. It's awful. And I will tell more about that in another video. I've talked about it a ton in other videos, but I constantly remind people of it because to me it is one of the worst abuses the Church of Scientology does, proving they're not a church. My new name for them is the soul-sucking vampire criminal organization slash business pretending to be a religion. They are about as far from religion as one can get, of what you usually think about with religion. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming to my YouTube site. It's Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. There's millions of people out on the road, as they've said. So drive carefully. Do not drink and drive. Uber is out there and the other one. So you can always call and get a ride. If you have been drinking, don't drink and drive. All right? And have a wonderful weekend. And to everyone that we are celebrating regarding Memorial Day weekend, people that have guarded our country, thank you. I thank you from the top and the bottom of my heart. And that does not include the new and awful President of the United States, Donald Trump, who, as far as I'm concerned, if you're wondering, is not someone that I'm for. No, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. You should not be there. You should step down. It's over your head. And it's, in your opinion, a downgrade from what you're used to living in and doing, which is really sad, but I think it's true. So there you go. And for anybody that's for him, I understand there are people that are. Please compare L. Ron Hubbard to Donald Trump. They're very, very similar. Con man, liars, false, phony, not good with women, say they're going to do one thing, do another thing, egomaniacs, narcissists, on and on. They're very, very similar. So, but unfortunately, a lot of ex-Scientologists are still for Hubbard, so of course they transferred it over to Donald Trump. And I don't mean to offend you, because I just don't. I like everyone, even if they are for him. My friends are my friends. But I feel like somebody needs to say something, and so there you go. That's how I feel. People have asked me all the time, how do you feel? And that's how I feel. And I get it regarding the Democratic Party. They screwed up too. There's no question. I don't think either one of the parties, frankly, are for we the people anymore. I think we, the people, need to figure out how to fix our country, not these guys. These parties are just like Scientology. It's all a distraction to keep you from looking at what really is going down. Same thing with these parties. So that's how I really, really feel. All right? So anyway, enough politics. I'm not talking about that again. I just wanted to tell you, because people have asked me all the time who I'm for and what do Scientologists mostly believe. And mostly they're Republicans. Hubbard was a big Republican. And for that, because, Democrats, they're for the downstats, and, Scientology is only for the upstats. I asked them once, the executives, what about the homeless people here in LA? What are we, Scientology, doing about that? And this was a true story. An executive said to me, Tori, Scientology makes the able more able. We'll have to get them next lifetime. Awful. And for people that go, yeah, that's true. Okay. It's still awful. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful weekend. I love you. Goodbye.